The United States condemns in the strongest terms the barrage of rocket attacks fired into Israel in recent hours. This is an unacceptable escalation. While we urge de-escalation on all sides, we also recognize Israel's legitimate right to defend itself, to defend its people and its territory. It is critical for all sides to ensure calm and de-escalate tensions and avoid violent confrontations, such as the responsible decision to reroute today's parade. More broadly, we're deeply concerned about the situation in Israel, the West Bank, and the Gaza Strip, including violent confrontations in Jerusalem, particularly in the Haram al-Sharif Temple Mount, that has resulted in at least 180 additional injuries, as well as the rocket fire from Gaza hitting houses in Jerusalem and the threat of further rocket attacks. The United States will remain fully engaged to promote calm in Jerusalem, and we welcome the steps the Israeli government has taken in recent days aimed at avoiding provocations, including the decision to avoid confrontations during the Jerusalem Day commemoration and the delay in the decision regarding the Sheikh Jarrah evictions.
Some of the videos from the city and
Our message to both Israeli and Palestinian officials has been one of de-escalation, urging de-escalation, knowing that the conditions on the ground are especially volatile. Now that we're in the month of Ramadan, a confluence of events, a series of escalations.
do you have any reason or intel to believe that might be the case?
Well, look, our goal in the near term is to de-escalate. I don't want to speak to hypotheticals. I don't want to speak to what would happen in the absence of de-escalation. But of course, the possibility of additional violence, of extended violence, is something we're concerned about.
The rockets coming in, a military response to the rockets coming in is...
This is a very fluid situation. I would hesitate to comment on operations beyond, the rocket fire that is clearly targeting innocent civilians in Israel. So I would hesitate to speak to specific operations that have just occurred. But the broader principle of self-defense is something we stand by on behalf of Israel and every other country.
To again resume some kind of a more active role in trying to restart a peace process?
And so, of course, we are continuing to do everything we can to support that outcome. I think right now, as we've just been talking, our priority is on de-escalation. Our priority is on restoring calm. Our priority over the longer term may move towards playing some sort of mediating role between Israelis and Palestinians. But given circumstances on the ground right now, and even before this current flare-up, we're just not in a position, I think, to see meaningful progress, and our policy has recognized that.
Do they have a right to self-defense? Do Palestinians have a right to self-defense?
We want to see whatever comes out of the UN Security Council. We want to see to it that those products, be they statements or anything else, don't escalate tensions. That's our overriding priority.
Telling them to not go ahead with the evictions. Is that U.S. government's recommendation to Israel?
What we have said, we are concerned about the potential eviction of these families, many of whom have lived in Sheikh Jarrah for generations. As I understand it, this is now an issue before the Israeli Supreme Court. That decision was supposed to come out today. It has now been delayed by some time. I don't want to get ahead of where the Supreme Court might come out, but our position has been clear. We're concerned, very concerned, about the potential for those evictions, and that's why we spoke out.
Okay, a couple of more